What's going on, everybody? It's Bettina. Today, I want to talk about the best side hustle for beginners, especially if you don't have perfect credit, a lot of money, or a ton of free time. Now, what I'm about to share with you is a legit business. It's not just a side hustle, but it's also a creative way to make money that most people completely overlook. And it's real estate. But before you click off, I really want you to stick around, okay? Because this is not traditional real estate. This strategy, you don't flip houses, you don't deal with renovations, you don't even have to have a real estate license. And yet, this strategy has become my main focus after starting over multiple times because it actually works in real life. Now, if you ever felt behind, overwhelmed, unsure of where to start, this video is for you. And you'll want to watch it all the way through. Trust me. Before we get into this, quick heads up, guys. If you're brand new, I put together a free bundle that walks you through real conversations step by step. Make sure to grab it after you watch this video. The link will be below. Now, I want to be really clear about something. My real estate journey didn't start perfectly, and it didn't stay the same. Now, after my divorce a few years back, everything pretty much shifted in my life. My time mattered more. I was a single mom. My energy mattered more too because I didn't have another parent there to help me. And at the same time, while I was building my real estate business, the amount of risk I was willing to take had changed. And I wasn't looking for hype or complicated strategies. I needed something practical that actually fit real life and that was a legit business. I needed a strategy that didn't require a lot of money, didn't involve renovations, and didn't depend on anyone else showing up for me. And that's when wholesaling really stood out. Now, for those who do not know and completely understand what this is, it's very simple. You find a motivated seller, you negotiate a price that makes sense, you put the property under contract, and you assign that contract to a cash buyer. Now, here's the thing. You don't buy the house itself. You don't fix the house. You simply get paid for solving the problem. Now, this is exactly where most beginners misunderstand and get stuck what this strategy actually is. Now, this is not just a side hustle you're going to make a few $100. We're talking about big payouts here in the thousands per deal. Now, there's a lot of different things that people don't understand very well when it comes to this business. And so when it comes to wholesaling, it can feel complicated. And that's why I want to make sure that you fully understand, like, how does this look like? What are the conversations I need to have and what to say? Now, the cool thing is that you can actually do this faceless. Yeah, you don't even need social media if you don't want to. And when I first started real estate investing, I didn't really have a really big following, to be completely honest, because for those that know my journey, I actually was a former police officer, and it was really not recommended to have a social media and to be posting, obviously for safety reasons, about you, about your personal life. Now, because of the complications or misunderstandings that people have, they don't know what to say, they don't know what to do. And that's why I created my free wholesaling scripts bundle. Again, it is free and it gives you the control of what you're going to say, how the conversations even look like, so you don't freeze up or overthink it. And honestly, I teach people to have a very natural conversation. It doesn't need to be like this very salesy type of conversation where you sound like a shark or anything like that. And the way that's been very successful for me is I have just a regular, plain old conversation with people. Okay, so you can grab it using the link below. Now, what makes wholesaling so powerful as a side hustle is flexibility. And we're using a side hustle very loosely here because this is a legit business, but you can choose to put in as many hours as you possibly can. But again, the payout is a lot bigger. And you can do this at night, on the weekends, around a full-time job, around kids, around just real life. And again, you don't need perfect credit. You don't need a license, because I haven't had my license ever. And I've been in this industry for almost a decade now. And you don't need to know everything before you start. You just need consistency and a simple process. Now, most people think wholesaling is hard because it looks complicated online. And in reality, the hardest part is just staying consistent long enough for you to do one deal. One deal can change your confidence forever. I focus on wholesaling now because it's realistic with what I have going on right now. my life. We have 3 kids here in this house, my health. I'm getting a little bit older. I'm in my late 30s now, and it works even when your life isn't perfect. I've also shared very candidly about everything that I've gone through because I want people to know that you don't have to have a perfect life. And again, like I didn't come from money. I didn't come from a business degree or business background, but I was consistent and I was willing to learn a new skill to be able to make money. And this skill can actually build wealth. Now, I talk a lot about how I went through my divorce, especially when I first started. I had to rebuild my entire life. I left my former career as a police officer to start a new business so I can stay at home and take care of my daughter. My little baby was very sick at the time, in and out of the hospital, on a breathing machine. So it wasn't easy for me at that time, but I was still able to actually build this with zero experience. And when you learn wholesaling, you're not just learning how to make money, you're learning how to think like an investor, and the skills stay with you. And the best part about this, if later on, if you decide that you want to do fix and flip, or you want to do Airbnbs, or if you want to do long-term rentals, or maybe you want to get into commercial and own an apartment building or duplexes, like the possibility is endless. And you can learn majority of all those foundational pieces with this one exit strategy. And that's the cool part. Now, who is this for? This is for people who are maybe starting over, or maybe you're starting from the beginning. Maybe you just graduated from college or high school. There's a lot more people that are starting super young because thankfully, because of the internet and social media, people are seeing this more. And maybe you're new to real estate in general, or you're a single parent or even an agent. You can actually leverage this exit strategies. Honestly, I'd say 80% of all of my clients are all real estate agents. Or if you're tired of doing the same old thing and you're just feeling so stuck in life, this is one of the most accessible ways to break into building wealth. And if you really think about it, I share this all the time, 80+% of all wealthy people in this world, that's all millionaires and billionaires, all invest in some sort of real estate. So, I mean, think about it. Why wouldn't you want to learn how to build wealth, right? And if you want to, you can obviously scale later. Like I mentioned, fix and flip, Airbnb, rentals, things like that. Those are all possibilities of how you can think and reinvest your money and start growing a portfolio if you want to. Or if not, you can just stick with this strategy and just build your capital and invest that money though into something else. Now, starting over doesn't mean starting from nothing, or finding a new side hustle doesn't have to be hard. And sometimes it just means starting smarter. Now, here's the thing, the way I look at it. If you're going to start maybe some kind of online business, right? It takes you the same amount of time to market to a customer. And why would you want to spend, especially if you really need money, would you rather spend, let's just say, for example, 4 to 8 hours a week marketing or looking to make money online to maybe make $100 or a few $100s per person, where you can take that same exact amount of time and do it for you can get paid out a lot bigger, 10 times more than that, well over 1,000, 5,000, 10,000. Why not spend that same amount of time but get a bigger return on your time? Now, if you have a little bit of money saved up, you can obviously expand this when you first start. And this is what I teach. And I show you how you can, if you have money, how you can start marketing and using that in a beginner-friendly way without blowing your money. Or if you have the time but no money, and how you can actually start this business as well, because everyone's going to be in a different journey and there's different ways to start this. Okay, so now, if you want my free wholesaling scripts bundle, again, it's free. Make sure to check it out. I go into a lot of detail on how I actually walk you through the exact scripts and share with you as I'm talking to you what I would say and examples. It's a really great resource. And then again, it shows you exactly what to say to sellers so that you can take action with confidence, especially as a beginner. This is stuff that I wish I had. And this is why I created it for y'all. I took a lot of time out and making sure I create amazing resources. I have a bunch of stuff to link below in the description for you as well. I have all of my courses, my paid courses, someone who's just starting out, I have a course like that, and that's called the No Flip Flip Method course. And then if you want my entire blueprint, I also have that link below. It's going to give you all of my resources. This is for someone who is super serious and like, you know what, if I'm going to start, I'm going to start right. That's exactly how I am. I'm going to go all in, you know, because I want to make that money. And the sooner that you go all in, I'm going to tell you a secret. The sooner that you go all in something, you're going to start making that all in money. Okay. The moment you just kind of tiptoe around something, you're going to get tiptoe money. You're not going to really make a lot. But the moment that you make a decision that you want to make some money in something, whether it's this or whether it's something else, regardless, starting smart is going to be easier for you. And again, how do you want to get paid? A few $100s or do you want to get paid a few $1,000s? The decision is yours. And if this video helped you, my friends, please hit the like button so YouTube shows it to many more beginners just like you and just like me when I first started back in 2016. Make sure you subscribe for real, no fluff, real estate content. And if you want to know a little bit more of how this looks like, make sure to watch this video next that I have right here pinned for you, because it's going to go over all the exact steps of what this actually looks like if you are serious. And if you are interested, it gives you a little sneak peek of what that process is. And until next time, my friends, I will see you on the next video.